What if I told you one of Hollywood's biggest stars refused the very thing most actors would die for? Fame, control, power. While others sold their image, their privacy, even their values. Keanu Reeves walked away, not because he couldn't handle success, but because he wouldn't lose his soul for it. This isn't a movie story. This is a shocking truth behind why Hollywood could never own Keanu Reeves. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now let's dive into what really happened in a world where fame, money, and power can change people overnight. Keanu Reeves did something almost unthinkable. He refused to let Hollywood own him. While many actors enter the industry dreaming of red carpets, headlines, and luxury, Keanu stepped into fame with quiet caution. He didn't see success as something to dominate others with, but as a responsibility to remain true to himself. While others chased the spotlight, expensive lifestyles, and public approval, Keanu chose a slower, more grounded path. He rarely sought attention, avoided unnecessary publicity, and never tried to appear larger than life. That simple but powerful choice is what gradually turned him into one of the most respected and most mysterious figures in modern Hollywood. People couldn't easily define him, brand him, or control him. Hollywood is famous for rewarding those who play the game, follow trends, obey strict image rules, sell perfection even when it's fake, sacrifice personal values if it helps maintain relevance. Many talented individuals lose themselves trying to survive in that environment, but Keanu Reeves never fit into that system. From the very beginning of his career, he seemed uncomfortable with excessive praise, uninterested in gossip, and completely untouched by arrogance. Instead of carefully crafting a celebrity persona, Keanu allowed himself to remain human. He spoke when he felt something mattered and stayed silent when it didn't. He didn't chase controversy, and he never tried to prove his worth to the world. In an industry built on noise, his calm presence stood out. People often ask, why does Keanu Reeves feel so different from other celebrities? The answer lies in what he chose not to do. He refused to sell his soul, not in a dramatic or mythical sense, but in a deeply moral and emotional way. He didn't trade authenticity for applause. He didn't exchange humility for power. And he didn't allow success to rewrite his values. Hollywood often demands compromise, but Keanu quietly set his limits and never crossed them. This is not the story of a man who rejected success or fame. This is the story of a man who redefined success, proving that you can rise in the world without losing yourself along the way. Hollywood has unwritten rules that everyone is expected to follow. Actors are pushed to maintain a flawless public image, chase constant attention, and promote a lifestyle of excess, even when it slowly costs them their peace, privacy, and identity. Staying relevant often becomes more important than staying real, and many talented individuals lose themselves trying to survive under that pressure. Keanu Reeves refused to play by those rules. While others accepted any role that promised fame or a massive paycheck, Keanu carefully chose his work. He turned down projects that didn't align with his values or lacked emotional depth, even when the money was tempting. For him, acting was never just about visibility. It was about meaning. He believed stories should say something honest about life, not simply exist for profit. Unlike most stars, Keanu avoided aggressive self-promotion. He didn't flood interviews with personal drama or use his private life as entertainment. In fact, he protected it fiercely. He believed that some things should remain sacred, away from cameras and headlines. This quiet discipline made him an outsider in an industry built on constant exposure. Instead of chasing luxury, Keanu lived modestly. He was often seen riding the subway, wearing simple clothes, eating at regular cafes, and blending effortlessly into everyday life. There was no performance, no attempt to appear extraordinary. In a world obsessed with showing wealth, his simplicity sent a powerful message that success doesn't have to change who you are. When studios tried to mold him into a stereotypical action hero, Keanu pushed back. He didn't want to glorify violence without purpose or become a lifeless product designed only to sell tickets. He wanted his characters to carry emotion, vulnerability, and humanity. That insistence on depth is what made roles like Neo and John Wick feel different, grounded in pain, purpose, and restraint rather than empty aggression. Even after achieving legendary success with The Matrix and John Wick, Keanu never demanded special treatment. He showed up early, treated everyone with respect, and shared credit generously. Crew members often say he is exactly the same person on and off camera, calm, kind, and genuinely present. In an industry driven by ego and image, Keanu Reeves' humility became a quiet but powerful rebellion. Keanu Reeves' life has not been easy. Far from it. Behind the calm smile and quiet presence is a story marked by deep personal loss and emotional struggle. Long before the world admired him as a Hollywood icon, Keanu faced heartbreak that would have crushed many people. At a young age, he lost his closest friend, fellow actor River Phoenix, a loss that deeply affected him and changed the way he viewed life and fame. Years later, tragedy struck again when Keanu and his partner lost their unborn child. The pain of that loss was followed by an even greater one: the sudden death of the woman he loved in a tragic accident. In a short span of time, his world collapsed. These were not distant headlines. They were wounds that stayed with him. These losses could have broken him completely. And in many ways, they did. Keanu went through periods of isolation, grief, and quiet suffering. Yet instead of allowing pain to turn him cold or bitter, he allowed it to deepen him. He didn't escape into arrogance, addiction, or denial. He faced his pain honestly. Through loss, Keanu learned a powerful truth. Fame does not protect you from suffering. Money cannot erase grief. Applause does not heal a broken heart. These realizations stripped away illusions and forced him to confront what truly matters in life: compassion, connection, and meaning. Rather than hardening his heart, these experiences opened it. Keanu became more empathetic, more generous, and more aware of the invisible struggles people carry. He treated others gently because he understood how fragile life can be. In an industry that often dehumanizes individuals, he made a conscious decision to remain human. His generosity is well known, yet rarely publicized. Keanu has quietly donated millions of dollars to children's hospitals and cancer research, often without attaching his name. He shared significant portions of his earnings with stunt performers and special effects teams, believing they deserved recognition and reward for their hard work. There were no cameras, no press releases, no self-promotion. This wasn't publicity. This was character. Despite refusing Hollywood's darker temptations, Keanu Reeves still achieved legendary success, proving that integrity and authenticity do not limit greatness. They enhance it. While the industry often rewards those who compromise, exaggerate, or exploit others for fame, Keanu demonstrated that you can rise to the top without ever losing yourself. Films like The Matrix didn't just make him a superstar. They changed cinema forever, introducing audiences to a new kind of hero, thoughtful, grounded, and deeply human. Later, John Wick redefined action films, combining intense performance with subtle emotion. Yet, through it all, Keanu never allowed fame, wealth, or recognition to inflate his ego. He remained humble, always acknowledging the work of others. Crew members, co-stars, and fans consistently note his modesty, a rare trait in an industry where arrogance is often rewarded. Keanu credits much of his success to listening more than speaking and constantly learning from those around him. He values growth over recognition, collaboration over self-glorification. When asked about his approach to Hollywood, he once said, "I don't want to be part of a world where kindness is a weakness." This single sentence captures the essence of his philosophy. For Keanu, kindness is not a liability but a quiet strength, a principle he refuses to compromise, even in the face of immense pressure. While many celebrities chase immortality through fame, Keanu pursues meaning. He doesn't hide from aging, vulnerability, or imperfection. He embraces life with honesty, allowing audiences to see not just a hero on screen, but the man behind it. In an era where public figures often craft personas to appeal to masses, Keanu's authenticity stands out. Hollywood may have tried to turn him into a marketable brand, but he resisted. He chose humanity over hype, depth over spectacle, and integrity over convenience. And that is why audiences trust him. They feel a connection that goes beyond the screen. They believe in his authenticity because it is visible in every gesture, every choice, every interview, and every act of generosity. In a world built on illusion, Keanu Reeves reminds us that authenticity is not only rare, it is priceless. His success proves that you don't have to sell your soul to achieve greatness. Instead, staying true to yourself can make your impact eternal. Keanu Reeves didn't refuse Hollywood. He refused to lose himself to it. In an industry often defined by excess, ego, and relentless self-promotion, Keanu quietly chose a different path. While many actors compromise their values, alter their personalities, or chase every trend to stay relevant, Keanu stayed true to his principles. He showed the world that success does not require sacrificing your soul, that one can achieve greatness without stepping on others, and that true power doesn't have to be loud or ostentatious. Today, Keanu Reeves is more than just an actor. He has become a symbol of humility, resilience, and quiet strength. His story resonates because it demonstrates a rare combination of fame and grounded humanity, a balance almost unheard of in Hollywood. Audiences admire him not only for his unforgettable performances on screen, but for who he is off-screen. A man who walks among ordinary people with respect, kindness, and generosity. He donates quietly to charities, supports his colleagues without seeking recognition, and remains approachable despite his legendary status. In a culture obsessed with image, Keanu Reeves chose authenticity. While others carefully curated their personas to please the world, he chose simplicity, honesty, and humility. He rides public transport, enjoys everyday moments, and treats everyone around him with respect. This simplicity is not a lack of ambition, but a conscious decision to remain human in a system designed to commodify people. It is a rebellion against a culture that often confuses fame with value and appearance with virtue. Perhaps this is the real reason Hollywood could never truly own him. Keanu's soul is grounded, aware, and untouchable. He has faced unimaginable loss, yet he remains compassionate and open-hearted. His life is a testament to the idea that integrity and authenticity are more powerful than wealth and fame. Keanu Reeves didn't sell his soul. He protected it. In a world where so many lose themselves chasing lights and applause, Keanu remains a living example that it is possible to rise, inspire, and make a difference without surrendering who you are. This is why millions around the world not only respect him but love him. Not just as a star, but as a remarkable human being whose choices remind us all that some things are priceless, and a true soul cannot be bought.